Student, I am S.G. Gedam sir. Today I am going to teach you the poem The Basket Full of Moonlight from the English textbook of 10th standard. Now let's see the poem The Basket Full of Moonlight. The title of the poem is The Basket Full of Moonlight. It is written by Sunil Sharma. Now let's see the poem. Listen carefully. O moon, give me moonlight, basketful or to basketful, with seeds of moonlight. From the city to my village, on the sides of the path, I want to sow many small moons of light. The whole village goes to the city daily to work. It becomes dark on its way back, as my village is quite far. The route is tough and full of snakes and scorpions. Neither the bus nor the cart plies. When my father returns home, I am asleep. And he goes back early in the morning while I am sleeping. O moon, give me a basket full of moonlight on loan. I want to light the dark route so that my father returns early. I too want to hear fairy tales and stories from him. O moon, give me a basket full of moonlight. I want to sow seeds of moon on the sides of the path. Let's see the introduction of the poet. The title of the poem is The Basket Full of Moonlight. It is written by the poet Sunil Sharma. And Sunil Sharma is the principal at the Bharat College, affiliated with the University of Mumbai at the Badlapur, Mumbai Metropolitan Region in India. He is a bilingual critic, poet, literary interviewer, editor, translator, essayist, and fiction writer. Some of his poems and short stories have been anthologized in national and international collections. He is also a freelance journalist and serves on the advisory boards of international literary and online journals. Let's see the central idea of the poem. Now the central idea of the poem. The central idea of the poem is that in the poem, the poet describes the worst condition of the village roads and the dangers faced by the villagers due to lack of electricity. Through this poem, the poet brings out the problems of joblessness and the lack of basic facilities in Indian villages. In the poem, the child requests the moon to give him a basket full of moonlight to enlighten the dark road as his father comes from city to village at night. Now let's see the explanation of the poem stanza wise. Let's see the first stanza. O moon, give me moonlight, basket full or two baskets with seeds of moonlight. Here, the speaker of the poem is the child, hardly to be 5 to 6 years of age. In these lines, the child requests the moon to give him a basket or two basket seeds of moon. In the first line, the child is directly speaking to the moon and requests the moon to give him a basket or two baskets with seeds of moonlight. Here, the poet in the first line, O moon, give me moonlight, The child is directly speaking to the moon, but the moon is non-living thing. It is inanimate object. And here the child is directly speaking to the moon. And that's why here the poet used the figure of speech. The name of the figure of speech is apostrophe. Apostrophe. Name of the figure of speech is the apostrophe. In the same line, "O moon, give me moonlight," this line, there is the repetition of the letter sound. And that letter sound is M, M, M. M from moon, M from me, and M from moonlight. This letter sound is repeated in this line. And that's why the figure of speech of that line is also the alliteration. Alliteration. Now see, in the next line, the basketful are the two baskets. In this line also, the B letter sound is repeated. And the figure of speech of this line also alliteration. Here B sound is repeated. Now let's see the next stanza. From the city to my village, on the sides of the path, I want to sow many small, small moons of light. In these lines, the child says that he wants to sow many small, small moons of light on the both the sides of the road, both the sides of the path from the city to his village. And that's why he demands the seeds from the moon, one basket or two baskets filled with the seeds of moon. He requests the moon, he demands, the child demands the seeds of moon from the moonlight, because he wants to sow them on the both the sides of the road from the city to his village. That seeds which he demands from the moon, he wants to sow them, sow that seeds on the both the sides of the road from the city to his village. And that's why he demands the seeds from the moon filled with one basket or two baskets. Here in these lines, we come to know that there is no electricity in the village of the child. It is relevant even today also, as there is no electricity in many villages of India. So the child is unknown to the light of electricity, and that's why he demands the light of moon. He is only known to the light of moon, and that's why he demands the seeds of moon from the moon and wants to sow them on the both the sides of the road to enlighten the dark road. From this line, we also come to know that innocence of the child. Here child is innocent. We know that the moon has no seeds and even do not grow. Only the plants and the trees have the seeds, even though he demands the seeds of the moon and wants to sow them on the both the sides of the road to enlighten the road. Now see, from the city to my village, on the sides of the path, in this line, look at the two words, city and the village. City and the village. These are the opposite words. It means that in these lines the poet used the opposite words. So it is an example of the figure of speech of antithesis. It is an example of antithesis, as the poet used the opposite words city and village in these lines, and that's why the figure of speech of this line is antithesis. Now see, in the next last line of this stanza, the small small moons of light. I want to show many small small moons of light. In this line the poet used the words, two words, small small. It means that the complete word is repeated. The word is repeated 2 times in these lines, and that's why this line is, in this line the figure of speech is used repetition. In this line the poet used the figure of speech repetition, as the word is repeated in the line, and that's why the figure of speech of this line is repetition. Now let's see the next stanza. The whole village goes to the city daily to work. The child says that the whole village, the meaning of the whole is here entire, the complete village goes to the city daily to work. Through these lines the poet brings out the problems of joblessness, as there is no job in the villages, and that's why most of the villagers migrate to the city to find out the job there. It is relevant even today also. From the villages, many villagers migrate to the city to find out the job there, to live their life. The whole village goes to the city daily to work. According to the child, the whole village, that is the entire working population of the village, goes to the city for their work daily. It becomes dark on its way back, as my village is quite far. From the village, the city is far, quite far. And when the villagers, after completing their work, they return from the city to village, at that time it becomes dark. The roads covers darkness as the sunset, and the village is also quite far from the city, and that's why the road covers the darkness when they return from the city to village after completing their work. By the time of their return to the village, it becomes quite dark, as his village is quite far up from the city. Now look at the first line. The whole village goes to the city daily to work. Now here, look at the word whole. The meaning of the whole is entire. Now whole, it is a part used for the entire working population of that village. From this word, we come to know that the entire working population of that village, and that's why the whole is the part is used to designated the whole, the entire, and that's why the figure of speech of this line is synecdoche. Synecdoche. Here, the poet used the figure of speech synecdoche as the whole, this word, it is the part is used to designate it as the whole, and that's why the figure of speech of this line is synecdoche. Let's see. Now see the pictures. As the sunset, this road covers darkness. The route is tough and full of snakes and scorpions. Neither bus nor cart flies. In the last line, we had already seen that after completing their work, the villagers returned to their village from the city. As the village is quite far from the city, as the sun set, it becomes dark. The road covers darkness. And that's why that road becomes tough. Here, the tough means due to the darkness on the road, they are unable to see the stones scattered on the road. They are unable to see the pits and the path holes on the road, and that's why the road is becomes tough for the villagers. And at the night time, due to the darkness, that road is also become dangerous for the villagers. It become dangerous because that road is full with snakes and the scorpions. At the night time, there are the snakes and the scorpions are on the roads. And due to darkness, the villagers are also unable to see such dangers. And that's why here the poet describes the dangers faced by the villagers, as we had already seen in the central idea of the poem. Neither the bus nor the cart plies. Through this line, the poet, the child says that there is no facility of bus and the cart, bullock cart also. Plies, meaning of the plies is travels regularly over that route, runs, travels from the village to the city or city to the village. Neither the bus nor the bullock cart, and that's why the villagers have to walk from the city to village and the village to city to work daily there. Through this line, the poet brings out the problems of the basic facility like the transportation. Due to lack of transportation, they have to face the dangers on the road. And it is relevant even today also, as many of the hilly regions of India, there is no transportation facility available even today also, and that's why it is relevant even today. When my father returns home, I am asleep, as the village is quite far from the city, and after completing their work, they return to their village and they have to walk on the road from the village, from the city to village. And that's why his father, the poet's father, arrived home very late. And that time he is a child The poet is asleep. He has gone to sleep. When his father arrived home, he arrived very late to home as there is no transportation facility available, and that's why he reached home very late. Moreover, the route to the village is tough and full of snakes and scorpions. There is neither the bus nor the cart plies to the city to village. The child says that when his father returns home from his work, the poet, the child is already asleep as his father is very late to reach his home due to lack of transport facilities. Neither the bus nor the bullock cart available to travel from the city to village, and that's why the villagers have to walk to the village. Now look at the first line of this stanza. The route is tough and full of snakes and scorpions. Now look at these two words, snakes and the scorpions. What do you see in these words? Yes. The yes letter sound is repeated. Snakes from yes and scorpions from yes. And that's why here the poet is used, the figure of speech is alliteration. In these lines also the poet used the figure of speech alliteration. Neither the bus nor the cart plies when my father returns home. I am asleep. Let's see the next stanza. And he goes back early in the morning while I am asleep. And the last line, we had already seen that his father reached very late to home, and at that time his child has gone sleep. And at the morning his father goes back early in the morning to the city to work daily, and at that time also the poet is sleeping. It means that before wake up of his child, his father goes to the city daily to work. It means that the villagers have no time to play, to talk with their children. They do not get time to play and talk with their children. The child says that his father goes early in the morning to the city for the daily work while the child is still asleep. From these lines, we come to know that the villagers do not get time to play with their children. It is natural that every child wants their parent should spend some time with them, but unfortunately they do not get time. See the next lines. Oh moon, give me a basket full of moonlight on loan. And that's why the child once again requests the moon to give him a basket full of moonlight on loan, because he wants to show them on both the sides of the road, to enlighten the dark road, so that the villagers come their home early as possible. He wanted to solve, the child wanted to solve, the child wants to solve the problem of darkness by sowing the seeds on both the sides of the road and make the road easy and better for the villagers. And that's why he demands the seeds of moonlight from the moon. to sow them on the both the sides of the road. Again, the child requests the moon to give him a basket full seeds of moon on loan. Here, child does not demand the seeds of moon on free of cost. I want to light the dark wood so that my father returns early. I want to hear the fairy tales and the stories from him. By sowing the seeds of moon on both the sides of the road, the child wants light up. He wants to enlighten the dark road so that his father returns home early, very soon. Like any other child, he also wants to hear the fairy tales and stories from his father. Every child likes to hear the stories from their parents, and that's why here the child wants to hear the fairy tales and stories from him, and that's why he requests the moon to give him the seeds, one basket or two basket full, as he wants to sow them on both the sides of the road to enlighten the dark road, so that his father returns early and tells the stories to their child. And that's why the child requests the moon to give him a seeds of moonlight. Look at the first line. I want to light the dark road. Now look at these two words, light and dark. What do you see in these words? Yes, light and dark. These are the opposite words. So when there are the opposite words used in the same line, the figure of speech is, can you tell me? Yes, the figure of speech is antithesis. Here the figure of speech is used antithesis, as the opposite words are used in the same line. I want to light the dark road so that my father returns early. I want to hear the fairy tales and stories from him. Now look at the last line. I want to hear the fairy tales and stories. Look at these two words, tales and stories. What do you mean by tales? The meaning of the tale is story and the stories. In Marathi, you know the meaning of the story, and the tales, the meaning of the tales is also story. It means that in this line, two different words are used in the same line for the same meaning, and at that time the figure of speech is tautology. Tautology, tautology. Here in this line, the poet used the figure of speech tautology, as the different words are used in the same line for the same meaning, and that's why the figure of speech of this line is tautology. Now let's see the next stanza. O moon, give me a basket full of moonlight. I want to sow seeds of moon on the sides of the path. Here in this line, again the child requests the moon to give him a basket full of moonlight, as he wants to sow that seeds of moon on both the sides of the road, so that the villagers reached their home early and tell the fairy stories to their children. And that's why he earnestly requests to the moon to give him a basket full of moonlight, as he wants to sow them on both the sides of the road to enlighten the dark road. Now see, that's why the child demands the seeds of moon from the moon, as he wants to sow that seeds on both the sides of the road to enlighten the dark road. Now look at this line. O moon, here the poet is directly addressed to the moon, and moon is the non-living thing, and you know very well, when the directly address to the non-living thing, at that time the figure of speech is apostrophe. Here also the poet used the figure of speech apostrophe. O moon, give me a basket full of moonlight. I want to sow the seeds of moon on the sides of the path. So this poem is very simple. I hope that you understood this poem. Thanks very much.